Winter, it kind of sucks. It's cold, it's snowy, temperatures are below zero for days or even weeks at a time. There's virtually no truck shows, the days are short, nights are long, and most of us don't even want to leave our houses for more than a few minutes at a time. After all, why would you want to when it's literally so cold that a pot of boiling water will freeze before it hits the ground if you just throw it up in the air? With that being said, if you're as unlucky as we are here in Wisconsin to live above the Rust Belt, you may be wondering what the best way to get your truck ready for winter may be. I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. You can follow me on the gram at dusty.co, and today we're going to be washing the salt off this one to find out our top tips for winterizing your show truck. Regardless of where you live, if you need parts for your truck build like wheels, tires, lift kits, bumpers, headlights or taillights, all that good stuff you can find at customoffsets.com. Also, if you're looking to win a free set of Axe wheels, amp tires, and a McGoy's lift kit shipped right to your door, you can do so at customoffsets.com/giveaway. We've actually partnered with the JED Foundation on this one, which is an organization that's dedicated to raising awareness for mental health and suicide prevention in teens and young adults. If you've already entered this giveaway for a chance to win, thank you so much for your support. Truly, it means a ton to us. If you haven't entered yet, there's still time, but you gotta hurry. This giveaway ends in just a couple days, so pick up a t-shirt or a hoodie today. Before we get into the heart of this video, I understand that some of you watching are definitely lucky enough to be in the southern states where you don't have to worry about things like snow and salt and cold temperatures and all that crap. And while you do have alligators and snakes and other random things that just want to eat you or bite you or otherwise just hate your existence, I would still recommend sticking around to the end of this video if for no other reason than just to laugh at us northerners and everything that we have to deal with twice a year. All right, let me break it down. So here's the secret sauce when it comes to prepping your truck for driving in the winter. First off, you're gonna wanna get yourself some fuel stabilizer. Now, Stable is usually my choice, but really any fuel stabilizer will do. Just go ahead and toss that in the fuel tank. Next step, grab a couple dryer sheets and stuff them in every nook and cranny of the truck to help keep the mice out. And then after that, throw a cover on the truck, park it in the shop, and head down to the cornered used car lot to pick up your winter beater so you don't have to drive your show truck in the winter months. That's it. Psych! Okay, listen, so while a winter daily would be the best way for you to maintain your show truck in the winter, we know that that's not always an option. Getting right into it then, one of the biggest things that you can do for your truck during the colder months is to make sure you're up to date on all of your preventative maintenance. We're talking about things like doing a fresh oil change, swapping out the spark plugs if you have a gas truck, all of that good stuff. On the flip side, if you have a diesel, verifying that your glow plugs actually work, kind of a big deal. There's absolutely nothing worse than going to start your diesel truck on a chilly Wisconsin morning, turning the key to cycle the glow plugs, and the truck not starting because your glow plugs didn't work and they didn't warm the block up enough to fire off. While we're on the topic, diesel guys. You probably already know this, but you're gonna wanna mix your fuel. Doesn't matter if you're blending it with diesel 911, mixing number 1 and number 2 diesel fuels. The important thing is that you're doing something to keep your diesel fuel from gelling up in the cold. If you don't, you're gonna have to take charcoals and slide them under the fuel tank. It's not fun. As small as it sounds, your windshield washer fluid can make a huge difference to a daily in the winter. The Bug Blaster 9000 from your local gas station may be great for the summer months, but it's gonna freeze solid in the tank the first time the mercury dips below the freezing line, and you're gonna be straight up in for not a good time, bro. One of the worst things in winter driving is going to clean the road slush off your windshield and bam, you have no washer fluid because it's a brick in the tank. While you're in there, it is a good idea to take a peek at your coolant as well. Not only is it important to make sure you have enough coolant in the tank, but also make sure your coolant has the proper level of antifreeze. Any local auto parts store should have a coolant tester available on the shelf for just a couple bucks, which will allow you to test how much antifreeze versus water is in your cooling system, ensuring that your coolant won't freeze when the temps dip. Frozen coolant can be catastrophic to engines, oftentimes cracking cylinder heads, blowing out seals, and otherwise just generally wreaking havoc in your engine. When it comes to wheels and tires, your 14 wide mud grips may look great during the summer months, but trust us when we say this, they're not an ideal choice for winter driving. A super wide tire acts in a lot of ways like a ski or snowboard in the snow, meaning that rather than gripping and floating like they do in the mud, they oftentimes just pack with snow and turn into a giant rolling pin wrapped around your wheel. This, paired with the fact that salt is absolutely awful for chrome wheels, means that a dedicated winter wheel and tire setup is probably a good idea. If you're concerned about how your truck will look, you can maintain the tire height, but we do recommend a narrower tire that will help slice through the snow easier, ultimately maintaining traction and keeping you safe during the winter months. With all that being said, if you're absolutely 100% stuck on winter driving your chrome wheels, the best thing you can do to protect them is have them ceramic coated. This will keep the salt, slush, and other road debris off of them, protecting the finish and ultimately keeping them looking good for years to come. And last but certainly not least, you're gonna want a snow brush. And we're not talking like the little dollar store ones here. We're talking like the big 36-inch extendable snow brush that you can use to brush the snow off your lifted truck's windshield. Got any winter driving tips? Let us know down in the comments section below. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can keep up with all the custom offset videos. Peace.